Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another episode reaction to Doctor Who. This is Hurt, my name is Matt, hello, what's up? So, this is a big one, I think. I've been informed that this might or may not be the final episode of this era. I had a feeling, right? I thought that it was gonna be that. I wasn't sure, but I aired previous episode and then the news came back to me that this might be it. I think there was a trailer too. I didn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it. I'm just going to watch this episode and see what's up. So, yeah. This episode aired yesterday. I was busy and I've stayed off social media since then. We'll see what happens in it. So, last time on Doctor Who, let's do a quick recap because I watched the episode recently. Last time we got Legend of the Sea Devils, which was an episode where we got a bunch of enemies from Classic back again. But more pertinent to our characters, we got to finally make real confirmation as to the relationship between 13 and Yas. I was told, and I'm not sure if this is true, but I was told by someone in the comments that apparently, I think it was Jodie Whittaker, who actually saw some stuff like the pairing, the ship Thasmin, I think that's what it's called. She saw that, and then she was the one that brought the idea to Chibnall, and it was something that they weren't gonna do originally, and then they only half committed to it, halfway through series 12 maybe, and that's why it took so long for that to become a real thing. And this is why they literally are doing it right here at the end, which is don't dislike the idea of them doing this pairing. I just wish they have done it sooner. That's what I said previous episode, and that's kind of still how I feel now. Okay, so I think we're getting ready to start with this next episode. I don't know what's waiting for me. Let us begin. So I believe this episode is called Power of the Doctor. I don't even know what the numeration for this episode is, but we'll see. Before we begin, Patreon. Check out the Patreon, check out the link in the description below. You can watch the full-length reaction for this episode and all of Doctor Who if you're interested in that. I can't offer you early access because there's no more episodes, but full-length reactions are there. Just supporting the channel, that would help out a lot. Let us begin. So, Doctor Who fucking... I don't know. Series 13, 14-0? 13-9? 2022 October special Power of the Doctor, the Centenary special, right? That's what people called it, I think. The Centenary special Power of the Doctor. Let's go. Okay, it's Cybermen. All right, I forgot about that. They are Time Lord Cybermen. This ladder, this archaic ass ladder. They used this ladder in the Cybermen episode in season 2. I remember that. Right? Oh fuck, that's bad. So here's the thing, we're at the end of an era. People can start dying now. So now I'm worried. Now I'm worried about every scene.
Bring it under control. We need to get the train to a halt.
Yeah, my god, you got shot in the face. Who's that? Could be her. Like a very early version of her or some shit. Oh, we got an intro, okay. Bum, bum, bum. This could be the last time we hear this too. Let me enjoy it. Did that say Sophie Aldred? Did that say Sophie Aldred? That's Ace. That's Ace. I know her. Is Ace in here? Yo, whatever. I don't give a shit about the title. Is Ace in here? Or is she playing a different character? Severia, 1916. Sure, let's go there. I know Sophie Aldred. That's Ace. She's my favorite classic companion. Because I love the 7th Doctor era. What are we doing now? Sorry, that blindsided me. What?
Father Grigori, I have a message from the
Father Grigori.
Your presence is...
Do you have a shotgun?
She's been taken ill.
Wait, is this Rasputin? Is this Rasputin? Okay, let's go back to 2022. Oh my god, what are we doing? I was making a Half-Life 2 joke and Rasputin came in. That's Sophie Aldred. Are you Ace or not? Say Ace, please. Someone say Ace.
Where are you anyway? Sorry, Ace.
Yes, Ace!
Where are you, Tegan?
Wait!
Today is it Thursday?
Tegan, fucking what? Okay, this is a classic episode then.
From the Doctor.
From the Professor. Say Professor. I spent a lot of time with the 7th Doctor. That's why Ace, I love her, but... You okay, Dan? Oh, he's thinking about leaving for real, for real.
To come back for me.
Yeah. He's like, I almost died.
Don't want to push me luck any further.
Yeah, that's fair.
The most incredible time. But it's not my life. I need to get back to it. I need to attack it. I'll call you.
I'll ghost you.
What the f- Sure. Why should I believe you? He has determined that the ship of Theseus is no longer the ship of Theseus. There lived a certain man in Russia long ago, as people look at him with terror and fear. I'm sorry, that just really got me.
The second moon in the sky.
The second moon, sure. Sorry, I should be paying attention. Man, the master has been fucking a lot if he's impersonating Rasputin.
They are.
Does he have some kind of mind control? That's how he gains influence. I can't believe he's impersonating Rasputin. I can't fucking believe this shit. I'm kind of really into this episode. We're just throwing a lot of shit at the wall right now. That's a bad. That's you don't want to see that. Oh, that's a message. Oh, the child.
It's a consciousness shield. A creature trying to evade capture. Quarrants.
I like that. What the fuck's a
mysteries of the
Quarrants?
universe. Sentient energy, enough to power planets and civilization.
New freelancers, don't be cross.
Oh, reunion time. I just want to hear the word professor.
Tegan. Ace? That is a good look on you, Professor. How have you been?
Like you care.
Tegan, we discussed this.
38
Yeah.
years.
Sorry.
We used to be you decades back.
Oh, don't play this role, Tegan.
Lisa, the scream, the hay wain, girl with a pearl earring, the Last Supper. All of them.
Okay, that's really funny.
Rasputin.
Yep, who's also the man. That's so funny. Yeah, that's so fucking. Everyone's like, oh fuck.
It's good to see you both. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm coming back. Ow! Oh, you are really
What does she
staticky.
do? She's doing that on purpose, I feel like. Why? Detract them, maybe? Is it all Cybermen? Oh! No, yeah. Sure. So many chairs. He likes doing that.
Are these for me?
Just shoot him. Man, if this was Torchwood, he would be fucking dead already. Vendor? Please bring Carvanista with you. Man, I was thinking like a couple weeks ago, like maybe we'll get some of these characters back. Dude, I want to see fucking Graham. That's what I want to see back.
Your dad was an idiot. Little fallout with your Machiavellian maestro.
Last time I saw you, you were half cat.
Man's allowed to experiment.
If we fight like animals, we'll die like animals. Dude, survival's fucking good.
It's all happening so fast. Woo! We're staticky today.
She's doing that on purpose. Oh, we're going to Bolivia. Why are we going to Argentina like we did in the Torchwood finale?
It's a Russian doll.
Oh!
My friend Ashad. I killed him once, but he's forgiven me now.
This reminds me of the Battle of Canary Wharf. Man, we're really bringing all the warriors today. Well, that was a real ass traitor. Okay. Inside a trash can. So this was all part of the same plot. Okay.
I love the car.
I can't believe he's Rasputin.
Do you remember the ultimate sanction for breaking our laws? Forced regeneration.
I was about to say it. I can't believe this man. There lived a certain man in Russia long ago. He was big and strong, and his eyes a flaming glow. Rah, rah, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. He got the shame how he got down. He's doing the dance. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, like, I know this is dead serious, but
To force you to regenerate
you're not doing this.
into me.
Oh, that would be fucked. That would be fucked. They could do that, actually. I can see that. Would it be a body swap, or would it just be... Man. Let's go on an adventure. My god. Man, Sacha One is such a good actor.
All my stuff in here earlier. Hope you don't mind.
Yes! Fuck yes, the jacket! I want that jacket. Also, I was about to
Beyonce copied all my moves.
Fuck yes! Slugger style. I was about to say, I love how I hear Ace and it's exactly the same voice.
I tarnish the name of the Doctor. I'm gonna make the Doctor a byword. Fear.
You think I am gonna let you? I am the Doctor now! I am the Doctor!
It's a good scream. Dude, I love that Ace wearing the fucking jacket and the bat. I can't fucking believe it. He's wearing he's wearing all of them, actually. That's the 4th Doctor scar, the 7th Doctor vest, and coat?
Gulch for all your remaining news viewers.
That's the celery. Yep. Okay, he's wearing 13's coat. The flute. Of course he has the flute. Oh my god. I really like this episode. I really do. Oh, hi. Mind Palace. They got him again.
You're obviously one of the more determined of us. Quite the strength of character, this incarnation.
What are we going to do about it?
Colin. Get Sylvester.
And you were doing so well.
That's so good.
That's why we're here. To
Paul.
stop you moving any further
Yeah.
through.
Man.
You are not finished.
Man, I fucking love this episode.
Fragments of yourself from the past.
That's my boy.
Why are you not wearing?
I don't do robes.
Those one has to be different.
I am a manifestation of our consciousness. I can wear what I like.
That's so good. Are we gonna get some of the modern ones too, or just give me Capaldi? I'm good. Just give me Capaldi and I'll be fine forever. I'm good with this though. This episode is such a love letter to classic.
In the immediate aftermath of regeneration, the body's weak, unstable while it reforms.
Very good. Even more so with the forced regeneration.
So
Man, I love the way he speaks.
we need help from the outside.
Unless one of us, or all of us, were really clever.
What is the outside for? Hi!
It's an interactive AI holo-me.
Sure.
Built from data.
Sure, AI doctor.
But I will have very subtly inserted a sonically triggered nano implant under your skin.
Yep, that's what it was.
Tell me if I'm doing this right.
This is cool. I'm down with this. This is fine. Her face. I want that jacket. And a bat. They saw her. Shit, that's bad. TARDIS! Thank you, TARDIS. Fuck yeah, Ace is in the TARDIS again.
How would you feel about me dropping you under a Bolivian volcano so you can stop the Daleks from flooding the world with lava?
Wicked.
Sorry, hit the microphone. I just got really excited about Ace saying wicked with a bat. Man, he really got every outfit in there.
I'm hallucinating.
Oh, that's good.
You're affecting the interface of your hologram implant. You think you left and I never thought of you again. I never forget any of you.
Well, what am I thinking seeing all these Cybermen?
Adric. Now, Braveheart. What?
I missed you.
Dude, Adric is fucked up.
Missed you too.
I remember that episode. Dude, I had forgotten about Adrian until he said it, and then he hit me. I think the episode was Earthshock, right? Dude, that ending fucked me up. Can we see Sylvester interact with Ace? I would just cry. I would just start crying. Oh, we're gonna see it. It's gonna show up right there.
Just what we need. Good work, Ace. How are you doing that? In case you need a bit of help, but it looks like you're doing fine.
So it's fine for me to blow stuff up when you decide. Nothing's changed.
It's never fine to blow stuff up. Sometimes, sadly, it's the only solution. But only after fair warning.
Now it's getting freaky.
I was only ever trying to teach you good habits, Ace. Obviously, I failed.
You never failed me, Professor. You made me the person I am today. I'm sorry we fell out. I'm sorry I judged you.
All children leave home sooner or later. The joy is to watch them fly.
Good line.
We're good.
Oh, we're more than good. We're Ace.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. Fuck this entire era of the show. This is the only episode I care about now.
Oh, you, it's easy, love. Son.
Yeah, no, they're just pressing all the buttons. They're just pressing all the emotional buttons. That's what they're doing. I'm having a lot of
see how I dealt with him in 1963?
1963.
Remembrance. I watched Remembrance. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. Oh my god. I immediately regret what I said.
The doctor is not coming.
I choose to believe otherwise.
Betting everything on hope. I like that we got to see some... Sorry, I'm still thinking about the Sylvester Ace thing. We got to see some closure as to how they ended. She left him. Because we never get to see that because the BBC canceled the show. I just registered Graham's around with Ace.
What's going on here?
I thought she would show up earlier. Of course she has to.
Doctor, mate.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
They just shot each other, sure.
You're a friend of the doctor's. You aren't going to use
Friends.
I'm freelance.
Because you know the greatest strength my doctor has? She's spent her life gathering friends. She can't help it.
Okay. Okay. We solved the issue. That's good. I like that they themselves solved the issue.
Reunite.
Yes. Well, let's hope. Good luck. Doctor.
This episode is such a love letter to the show's history. Oh, she's wearing all the outfits. That's so good. Didn't even think about that. She should keep that.
What am I?
Oh yeah, she's not even aware what just happened. It was just a hologram. She's not even conscious in the hologram. Put on the shades. Just disappeared. Cool. She got it. Are we gonna have a moment where everyone is in the TARDIS at the same time? Like 10 people? Like the end of season 4? Let's go, Graham! Put a bomb on him?
Graham! Hey, Doc! How did you get here? It's about to blow, Professor!
Yeah.
I would like to go in the TARDIS.
Kate coming? Has Kate ever gone into the TARDIS? I feel like maybe she hasn't. Okay, here comes Rasputin once more. I still can't believe he's fucking Rasputin, dude. Still can't believe the dance number he had earlier. Oh yeah, back to this thing. Yeah, sure, forgot about that.
It is crowded in here, just how I like it.
Yeah, we got everyone in here.
No, sorry, no time.
She's still not explaining anything then.
How is it bigger on the inside?
She's still having the initial moment.
What a ship.
This is like the first episode. She put on those colors in the first episode when she made the Sonic. You remember that? There's so much payoff this episode. Huh. Are you using the power as a freeze ray? Oh, we're gonna have a final showdown.
Your body's failing because of what you put it through.
Maybe. But if I can't be the doctor...
Neither can you. Phew. I guess he could control it. I guess this is goodbye to the both of them. Oh, that's a cool moment though. It's really cool that she's like carrying her. This is a really cool shot, but more people should have ran after her. Aww. Everyone's here. Cloister bell.
Why is the cloister bell ringing?
Because you're glowing.
Look at your hand.
Yep.
I need more time.
It's fine.
I want more time! Ah. It's alright. It's alright, Yaz.
I like that she immediately started consoling Yaz. They are getting ice cream.
I don't want it to end. Goodbye's only hurt. Because what came before was so special. Oh, and it's been so special. You, and Graham, and Ryan, and Dan. Oh, I have loved being with you, Yaz. And I have loved being me.
Sure did.
I think I need to do this next bit alone. Let's not say goodbye.
That smile. I thought it would be the both of them.
I met this person and I got whooshed away. But I came back and I actually can't tell anyone.
Is this a Doctor's Companions Anonymous? I can't believe this.
Out there too.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I gotta say, I'm glad I'm not on the verge of being exterminated anymore.
Oh man, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
Did you say
Her?
her?
How many doctors are there?
I think
I don't
we've been here
fucking
quite
know.
some time.
Yeah. We are gonna be here a while.
Is she okay? Of course she's okay. She's the doctor.
Alright. Alright. Here we go.
Doctor, whoever I'm about to be.
Good luck.
Tag.
Tag.
You're it.
That looks really cool. This place is a really cool place to do it. It's been a trip. What?
I know these teeth.
What? What?
What?
Right! 3 times. Yes. What? Alright, that's a lie. That's not true. I don't believe you. You're not doing this show. Okay. Okay. Fucking. There's a lot to unpack right now. A lot just happened in the past hour and a half. Let's start by the obvious. Right there at the very ending. I don't believe you. Like, okay, I know that that's not gonna be the next Doctor. They're not doing that. But what I'm assuming is gonna happen is that, like, even the clothes change. That's the first thing that threw me off. But what I'm assuming is gonna happen is that, like, we're getting David Tennant back because we need to get him for the special. So I'm guessing there won't be a season or anything from here until the 60-year special, because I know that's coming. So what I'm guessing is that they're getting David Tennant in here in some weird, convoluted way, which is this, in order to get him for the 60-year anniversary special ready. Sure, you know what, that's good. It's good because, like, I feel like I've heard a rumor about that. I wasn't sure about it. And even then, like, I feel like you can always rumor that David Tennant will show up. Like, I feel like that's just a consistent rumor that's always going to be there. So getting that out of the way right here, that's a good thing. It's good. It's good that they're just, I mean, what the fuck? Like, that, like, okay, some bullshit reasoning, like, I don't know, the meta crisis from series 4, like the regeneration, like, instead of, like, doing something new, instead of, like, for somehow, because of how weird the whole thing that happened this episode was, for some reason it took from the inside, from, like, a previous register, but it's not going to be permanent. It's only going to be temporary. Like, we're going to get another Doctor, I'm guessing, after the 6-year anniversary. I mean, I guess this makes sense in some way, because it would be difficult to, because I'm guessing there won't be another season in between this and the anniversary. So because of that, like, it would be difficult to write the anniversary special while also simultaneously that being the first episode where you're getting a new Doctor. I feel like that would be very complicated to write, you know, just like, this is the new Doctor episode, but also this is the 60-year anniversary and we have to celebrate with all the things from the past. So I feel like instead what's going to happen the 60th-year anniversary is that we're just going to follow David Tennant. Oh my god, okay, sure. We're just going to follow David Tennant for the 60th-year anniversary. You know what, sure. You're not sure. Everybody loved Big David Tennant. Big David. He's good. People love him. He's a good Doctor. Like, he's a good actor. He's a good Doctor. He's good. Oh, also Russell T Davies coming back. Oh my god. We're gonna get a David Tennant Russell T Davies episode. Oh my god. This is good. I like this. I mean, I can imagine some people maybe are gonna feel maybe, like, disappointed that we're not gonna get the anniversary with the new Doctor. Like, I don't know his name, but, like, I feel like there can be some people that are gonna be like, okay, I'm disappointed this is not gonna happen. But, like, the anniversary special is probably gonna end with him appearing right at the end, right? It's gonna regenerate into him. Or something really cool that they could do is that, like, at the end of the special, like whatever like plot is happening, like they're gonna be in like a very dire situation, like we're about to die and the Earth is about to explode, and then the new Doctor's gonna come in and save them, like 12 did in the 50-year anniversary special. All 13. That was cool as shit. Like he's gonna show up because time travel, right? He can always just like go back and help him out in this episode and then at the end. So that's probably what they're gonna do, and that's gonna be good shit. It's gonna be real good. Oh man, okay, but the David, okay, that's the David Tennant blindside. That's a good one. That's a good trick, you know? Like fucking whoever came up with that shit, that's good, because like that's fucking bullshit. You know what that is? That's just farming Twitter. That's like farming Twitter engagement. It's just like, if I go to Twitter right the fuck now, Doctor Who's probably gonna be trending right now. They're just farming Twitter engagement. Like I can't imagine what this was like last night probably. Let's scroll down a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. There's David Tennant. Yeah, that's what they did. They just wanted to get some reactions out of people, and that's good. That's a good thing to do, actually. That's good. People are gonna be excited to tune in for the anniversary special next year. It's gonna be good shit. You can really feel the legacy in this episode, and I'm gonna talk about it now. I almost started crying when Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred were having a scene together again. Like, I'm so glad I delved into classic a little bit. Like, because I have to say, like, I'm not the biggest classic Doctor Who head. I'm not. Like, I'm fairly young and I didn't grow up with it, and going back to watch it is kind of a task. So I've only watched a little bit of it, but my favorite Classics Doctor is the 7th Doctor. I really enjoy his stories. I really enjoy Ace. I really enjoy his character. I really enjoy everything about the 7th Doctor era. And while I didn't watch all of his episodes, I watched like a solid 80% of them. Like I watch a lot of 7th Doctor stories, and I'm like, I love it. I love it so much. So whenever the fucking intro rolled around, and I was just goofing off, I was just doing whatever, and then I just randomly, like for 1 microsecond, paid attention to the names that were happening on screen, and I saw Sophie Aldred, and I was like, wait. Yeah, because I know Sophie Aldred. Like she's my favorite classic companion because I spent a lot of time with her, but also I loved that she was like a punk chick in the 80s and she's like, let's fuck shit up. I loved her. I love her jacket. I want a fucking Ace jacket. Yo, if anyone lives in the UK and you can find an Ace jacket, send it to me. Dude, oh my god. So the fact that this episode has so much payoff for this era of the show, but also classic. Not so much like the modern Doctor Who, like RTD or Moffat, like they're not doing that, but they did do a lot of classic callbacks and references and just nods, and just they got the actors back, man. But they also like brought in, like they got Vinder, they got Graham. It was good. Like this was really good. And they got Cade, you know, I guess Cade is kind of a Moffat era character, but like they got everybody, right? But they really did do a lot of classic callbacks, and I can imagine that someone that didn't watch classic at all would feel like a little bit like, oh, that's cool, you know, like I know this is classic and it's cool for those fans, but I don't feel anything for it. I felt things for Ace and my man McCoy. That's probably the last time we're gonna see McCoy in Doctor Who. It's getting old. But did you get to play the Doctor again with Ace? Like that was actually a real interaction between the Doctor and me. Fucking god shit. Fuck, that episode was good. I really like that episode, right? I really like that episode. And I can imagine that maybe some people didn't like it as much as I did. I'm not sure what the reception is for that episode. And I honestly don't give a shit. I really enjoyed it. And the reason why I enjoyed it so much is because they kept pressing all the right buttons for me. Like I read Sophie Aldred and I was like, wait, is that Ace? Or is the actress playing a different character? And then it was Ace. And I was like, fuck. And then I said, I want to see Graham again. And then Graham showed up. And I'm like, shit. We got to see McCoy again. And we got to see we got to see Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, Peter Davison, Paul McGann, and David Radley. That's the same, right? David Radley. The guy who's plays the first Doctor now. Every time they need to get the first Doctor now they just get him. Man, shoutouts to that one guy or person. I don't remember who it was. But like there was one person. Like if you don't know that this is a good piece of trivia of Doctor Who, like The reason why David Riley plays the first Doctor is because he played the actor William Hartnell in the docudrama. But the reason why he plays the first Doctor specifically is because there was a convention, there was a panel where Stephen Moffat was in there with some of the actors, and people were coming in and saying questions, and someone asked him, like, what Doctor would you love to have back on the show? And he said the first Doctor, but I can't do that. William Hartnell's dead. And then the guy who asked the question said, you could just get David Bradley. And Stephen Moffat had like I could. And then he did. And now we're doing it again. Like, that guy, that random guy at that Doctor Who panel convention in whatever, 2015 or whatever the fuck, that guy did all of this. That guy is so good. Oh my god, like, they got all this classic actors back to play the Doctor for like a little bit. I love that Paul McGann refused to wear this like ancient coat, like not coat, cloak, really. He was like, I can wear whatever the fuck I want. It's like, sure. That's really funny. Man, I wish they had gotten... Fuck, what was the Sixth Doctor's companion? Was it Melanie? I think it was actually 2 companions. But like, it would have been great if they had gotten a Sixth Doctor companion. I think she was there at the very end. But like, it would have been great if they had gotten her and then play a scene with Colin Baker and her. Like the way Sophie Alfred played with McCoy and Tegan played with Peter Davison. That was really good. I have to say, even though I recognized that Tegan was a classic companion, I didn't remember exactly who she was. I was like, is she 5th? Yes, it was 5th. The reason why is because I really only watched like a couple of 50. When he said Adric, okay, that one got me. When he said Adric. For those of you new Doctor Who fans, the episode... Was it Earthshock? I mean, if you Google Earthshock, the first result is a spoiler. It's a video that's a spoiler from the official Doctor Who channel. But the way the story Earthshock in classic Doctor Who ends is fucked up. When she said, do you know what I'm thinking about right now? And the Doctor was like, Adric. I was like, because I haven't thought about Adric in like 5 years or 7 or whatever amount since I watched that story. And then I thought about it for a little bit, but then I forgot about that. And when he said it, I was hit immediately with this emotion of like, fuck, dude, oh my god. This episode really is such a love letter to, like, this felt like a 60-year anniversary special. It's not, it's 59th. It's the 60th one comes next year. But like, this almost has something to live up to. Like, this is going to be immediately compared to not only the 50th anniversary, but also this one. And like, sure, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who are going to watch this episode and they're not going to get the same reaction that I did, because maybe they don't have this emotional attachment that I had to hearing Adric's name, or to seeing Sophie Alfred and Sylvester McCoy and Colin Baker and Peter Davison and Paul McGann and fucking everybody. Like, people might have had some sort of reaction to seeing Vinder again or to seeing Graham again. Like, fucking hell yeah, Graham. But a lot of what's showing up here is very much classic. And it is handled with, like, a degree of care. Like, I was actually having fears at the beginning with Tegan, right? Because at the very beginning, Tegan said this thing of, like, we used to be you. And I was like, oh my god, are we going to do this storyline? It's going to feel a little awkward, a little forced. They didn't really do that very much. It was just a little bit rough that she said that, and I was like, come on, like, Tegan fans feeling bad right now. But we didn't really go further into that. Yas didn't even like wonder this thing of like, you leave them alone. It's like, not really. But at the end, Yas understands that the Doctor probably needs to move on from her, because like, functionally, like, you can keep going with the Doctor, but functionally the person you love is dead. Like, the next one is not going to be the same person, like, at all. So I understand that Yas is like, you know what? I should go. She did say this is not goodbye, though. So maybe she's holding out hope that, like, at some point the Doctor will be like, hey, let's go on a last adventure one last time. You know, that would be good. They clearly couldn't get the Ryan's actor back in. Otherwise, like that would have cemented the entire fam for this era of the show, but they couldn't do that. So I feel like they couldn't get Ryan back, so they got Vinder instead, right? I mean, they probably would have gotten Vinder anyway, but I feel like they needed Vinder for some specific scenes. Like, they needed someone to be there, and maybe they planned for that to be Ryan, and Ryan wasn't there, so they were like, all right, let's get Vinder in. But they probably would have bought both anyway. I want to see Carvanista. That's what I wanted to see. But I guess we just got Vinder. That's fine though. Vinder's cool. But man, what this episode really just did was just... I wasn't expecting Ace and a scene with Sylvester McCoy to just bunk me in the head. And it's funny because like, this episode is not about them. But it is to me, damn it. Like, no. There's a lot about this episode that's just really good. Regarding the companion. Right, the master was Rasputin. I forgot about... Oh my god. Like, this episode hit me with so many things at the same time. Like, this episode made me so fucking emotional. With so many different emotions as well. That, like, I just forgot that the master was Rasputin. Like, when they show me that we're gonna get Rasputin, I was making jokes. And then when they show me Rasputin's face and it was fucking Sacha the One, I just burst out laughing. I just couldn't believe it. And I just kept singing Rasputin by Boney M. And then he himself played Rasputin by Boney M and danced to it. Like, he danced. He was doing the Russian dance, and also he was doing the I fuck dance. Because that's what that song is about. It's about the fact that Rasputin fucks. Oh my god, dude. Like, this episode is like the best episode of The Elevation I've ever seen in my fucking life, dude. Okay, let's try to go over what's going on. Like, sorry, my hair looks like shit tonight because it's very humid. Why did this episode have to come out in fucking October? I have no idea. It's getting hot here, but just have to deal with that. But, dude, okay, let's try to go over that episode. This is gonna be a task. Dude, I had to watch this. I have to watch the Buffy movie. I have to watch fucking Chainsaw Man. And I feel like this episode fucking drained my life force because it was so fucking good. Right, the very beginning of the episode started with some people on a train. Like, dude, I just fucking blanked that shit out. I don't... Like, I just don't care about so much of it. Okay, let's talk about Dan, actually. Because at the very beginning of the episode, you get Dan, and then he's gone until the end. So, I'm pretty sure Dan's actor... I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure Dan's actor... I know he's a big-time comedian in the UK or something, but, like, I'm pretty sure he just wasn't available. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just it. Like, maybe they just hired him to be for the 8 original episodes and not for this one. And then they asked him, like, hey, can you show up for this one? And he was like, for like 5 minutes. So they did that. Maybe they even recorded this like in the previous batch of episodes. They were like, all right, let's film this in real quick where you just walk away. And then it's like, got it. So maybe they did that. I have no idea how they did it, but Dan was just gone. And it's funny because like at the beginning of the episode, when he's saying this thing of like, I'm just gonna go, I'm like, we're gonna see him for the rest of the episode. We didn't. So that was his goodbye scene. It felt a little bit awkward at the very beginning of the episode, but I understand if like the actor probably couldn't be there or something. Like, that's fine. Like, maybe that's who Vinder was then in for. Like, maybe they wrote Dan in, and then they had to, like, in some weird way get Vinder in here in order to have the person that's supposed to play Dan with the gun to the master's head and everything. Alright, so the master is Rasputin. The doctor got to see Ace and Tian again. Okay, no, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm skipping right there at the end. So right there at the end, we get the Doctor Companions Anonymous, which is kind of cool. I kind of really like it. We get to see Joe. Joe's good. I know Joe's great because, God, I forgot her actress name. God damn it. Let me check this out. Kathy Manning. She's the actress that plays Jo Grant. So I know she's cool because I'm pretty sure I follow her on Twitter. I haven't seen her in a long time, but I'm pretty sure that I followed her at one point. And I remember that she always kept, like, retweeting and talking about stuff about Doctor Who and just being really cool with the fandom. So I know she's passionate about it. So cool, they got her in. Like, I also know that she showed up in the Sarah Jane Adventures. Sadly, we couldn't get Sarah Jane but we got Jo Grant in here. We also got Ian. Was that fucking Ian Chesterton? Give me a fucking second. Ian Chesterton actor. William Russell. I think that's him. Age 97. That was him. My god, they got Ian Chesterton in here, dude. Just for like a second. He's 97. Like, he's literally the first companion. Like, that's really cool that they did that. It's really cool. Like, I even wouldn't have known who the fuck that is if I hadn't read the tag that said Ian. I was like, what? The Ian Chesterton? I couldn't believe it. Who else in this thing here? Like, fuck it. I can just go into the wiki. I'm not gonna get spoiled. Like, that lady looks like Mel. So I would guess Mel. Ace, Tegan, Kate Stewart, Vendor Graham, Aisha, Deputy Marshal Armhaus, Melanie Bush. Oh, it's Mel. Yes. It is Mel. Joe Jones and Ian Chesterton. The fact that the Master got all the outfits from previous Doctors, like, okay, I need to make, like, I can't really tell exactly what he's wearing because we don't have a really full, like, screenshot, like a full body shot, but, like, he's wearing definitely the 4th Doctor scar. He's wearing 13's cloak. He's wearing the vest that I know 7 were, but I'm pretty sure that 5th and maybe 6 were as well. Shirt and tie, so that's more 5th, right? I guess 4th also. I couldn't get a good look at the pants or the shoes, but let's say probably like 1st pants or something like that. He did pull out the flute, so that's a 2nd special. Dude, Sacha Dhawan is such a great actor, and it's such a good Master. Like, fucking goddamn it. Like, that was really cool. Like, that was really good. Like, maybe he's not my favorite Master just because Michelle Gomez exists, but he's 2nd. Like, very, very close. It's a close fight, man. He's good. It's fucking good. There were so many good scenes where he's just screaming and shit. That's good. I have to say, this episode felt like some parts of the episode aspects felt like a revision, a better version of what we did in Flux. Because at the end of Flux, we had that thing where the Doctors split into multiple Doctors and they all just popped in and helped out in like 4 different places, and that felt a little bit weird. And this episode feels a little bit better because it's just a hologram, and it is there mostly to just make cameos, like some things that will touch my heart with Sylvester McCoy and Peter Davison, and they just instruct other people like, okay, this is something you could probably do, and then they do it, and it feels good, and it's okay. The hologram is just there for guidance and also for nostalgia. I'll take it. That's good. Man, I wish Sarah Jane was here. I really do. I really wish Elizabeth Sladen was here. I love just seeing Ace with the jacket and the bat. It feels so good. Also, the Doctor has the celery too. The celery with the 5th Doctor celery. Yeah. That's what the Master wore. And then the Doctor got the outfit later. I wish she would have kept it, you know? Okay, Yas and the Doctor finally got their date right there at the end, just looking at the Earth, where they have to say goodbye, but they didn't. They didn't say goodbye. I like the moment of realization that the Doctor's about to regenerate, because Yas knows what's about to happen, and so does the Doctor, and the Doctor is like, no, I need more time. Like, she doesn't want to go. Sure, we've had a couple of Doctors that do that, but I like that immediately Yas obviously is destroyed by this. She's not showing it very well, but she is. And the Doctor immediately is like, no, Yas, it's gonna be okay. Like, she immediately starts consoling Yas, which is very good, because they show you first that the Doctor is in so much distress over what's about to happen, and then she immediately realizes what it's doing to Yas, and then she shifts her attention to Yas. Instead of feeling sorry for herself or sad or whatever, she's like, no, it's gonna be okay. Like, that's a really cool thing to do. I really, really like that. This Doctors Anonymous thing at the end is really good. I really want to see more. I mean, like, they're not going to do it, right? They don't do it unless it's something special to bring people back from the past. But something I'm a big fan of, and I've said this many times before, is that, like, I want the show to feel consistent. And when I mean consistent, I mean including things from the past. Because all these actors didn't go away. All of these people didn't go away. They're still around, and I'd like to see what they're up to. You know, I'd like to see what Ace is doing. Guess what? She's right here. Hell yeah! Like, and of course they're not gonna do it unless it's like a special episode. But I would love it if they did that. If they just brought in, like in Series 2, right? I said this before. I'm just repeating myself. But in Series 2, they brought in Sarah Jane, and she was just there in like a random episode, and that was great. And I want them to do that more. Bring the fucking chick from the movie, from the 96 movie with Paul McGann. I don't know who she is, but she's probably still around. She was young, and the 96 wasn't that long. It was 26 years ago. Because I'm 26 years old, and I was born in 96. But, like, get her in. Get anyone in. Like, just randomly, for a random episode, just like, oh, Doctor, I just came across you. There's this thing going on. And it's like, I really like the school episode with Sarah Jane, because they really did touch on the things of like, this is what happens after you leave, but also we miss you, and also we're just still gonna be hanging around. And I like that. And I want to see more of that. You know, just random episodes, random people showing in. That's cool. Get fucking Sylvester McCoy for a random episode. You know, some alien tech bullshit or whatever creates a duplicate of the Doctor, but it's a different version of the Doctor. It's based on one of the past ones, and it just happens to be Sylvester McCoy. And it looks older just because the Doctor sees herself older. Done. Like, whatever, dude. Just get him in there. I just wanted to press the right buttons more, you know? And I get it, doing too much of that would actually be, it wouldn't be good for the new viewers, right? The people that tune in now, the people that don't know about these classic actors. But like, if you do a good introduction, like with Sarah Jane, like I remember in the RTD era, Sarah Jane was a great character, independently from the fact that she was the Fourth Doctor's companion, right? Introduce someone and make them become like some sort of mainstay, people will love and care without necessarily having the character hinge on their past appearances. Okay, dude, I'm like, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, because I'm not. I just love this episode so much that I'm just having this moment of like, I want to see this every episode now. This is my favorite episode of the entire era of the show. For sure. And like I don't want to talk about this era negatively, because I don't feel that way. I know a lot of people do. I necessarily don't. But this era definitely felt more like reserved. It felt a little bit more like vanilla. And that's fine. Vanilla is a flavor that people like. And I genuinely like, I like this era for what it's doing. And it's not doing whatever the fuck Moffat was doing. Because Moffat was going nuts. Like, Moffat was just going crazy, and then Chibnall came along and it was like, okay, let's chill the fuck down and let's make this just simple adventures in space with these people, and that was good. That's a good thing to do. It feels way simpler. It feels like, okay, we can introduce some more people to the show and they can feel at ease. They can feel like they can just tune in and just have a good time, and that's the end of that. We don't have to think about it too hard. It's not necessarily my preference, but it is the preference of some people, and it definitely got a lot of new people into the show, and that's good. That's fine. But like, this episode felt like so much payoff for like everything. Like, my entire existence as a Doctor Who fan was paid off in this episode. Like, no, not my entire existence, because we didn't get Christopher Eccleston back in. So no, dude, I want to see Chris Eccleston back in. Get him in for the 60th anniversary. Like, the Queen is dead now. He's probably happy. Like, he's probably just Gucci. That's my favorite Smiths album, by the way. But that aside, like, they're probably going to get some modern, like, era Doctor Who stuff for the 60th anniversary. I'm just really happy what they did here with the 59th one. I like that Ace is specifically referred Remembrance of the Daleks. Specifically. Because that story's fucking good, dude. Like, there was a moment where she was like, they were fighting Daleks. She was like, you should have seen what it did with them in 63. And Graham was like, how old are you? And it's like, well, she time traveled, you know, Doctor Companion. But they were in 63 for Remembrance. I remember Remembrance. Remembrance is fucking good. It had like the best in the entire show. Like if I had to go to a modern Doctor Who fan and be like, yo, you gotta watch this story, watch Remembrance of the Daleks. That's a good one. And you're gonna see that, and you're gonna be falling in love with the Seventh Doctor. You're gonna be like, this guy's such a badass. He's also a bastard, but he's a badass. And speaking about the Seventh Doctor, again, I'm not gonna talk about 13. I'm just gonna talk about 7. But he had a conversation with Ace where Ace basically said that she's the one that left him. This is really good, because if you weren't there for this, the BBC cancelled Doctor Who during the Seven Doctors run, during McCoy's era with Ace. The final episode and they also refer the final episode, they also refer Survival, where the Master was also half a cat. But in that final episode, you don't get a proper send-off. You get a scene where the Doctor and the Ace just walk off, and the camera just pans out into the sky, and they just dubbed over just a line that McCoy says, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, there's some, I don't want to do it at the service. I gotta recite that line again. 7 Doctor survival line. Somewhere there's danger, somewhere there's injustice, and somewhere else the tea's getting cold. Come on, Ace, we got work to do. That's the final monologue the 7th Doctor gives at the end of Survival. That's the final scene of classic Doctor Who. And it's him just walking off away into the distance with Ace. And then the next continuity-wise thing you see with regards of canon Doctor Who is the movie in 96. And the movie 96, you get McCoy, but he's traveling alone, and then he regenerates into Paul McGann after he gets shot by San Francisco gangsters. That movie's fucking great. Watch my reaction to it. But you never really get a sense of like what happened with Ace. And like I was wondering what that was. And I like that they refer to it specifically here. And Ace is the one that says like, I left him. Like I left you. And she was wondering, are you mad at me for that, Professor? And he's like, yeah. Like at some point, like every bird has to leave the nest. Something like that. So that's fine. Like every child needs to grow up. That was a good thing. That's good. I liked that. I liked it a lot. God fucking damn it. God damn it. That scene was good. I was almost crying, dude. I legitimately was just... I feel so bad that the humidity is so bad today. And I look like shit because of... Like, I didn't sleep last night, by the way. Like, I stayed up and I woke up at like 8 p.m. It is now 11 a.m. Don't worry about me. I'm a functional human being. This is like... Okay. I need this hype to wear down a little bit because I can't give proper judgment or assessment on something that I just watch. But that shit was good. Like this might be like one of my favorite Doctor Who reactions I've ever done, if not the best. Like, what else is comparable, right? What else do we have? Like, what else fucking matters this episode? This episode gave me everything. We got Sacha the One impersonating and then dancing to Boney M's Rasputin. We got Ace and Sylvester McCoy having a scene together. We got the Fifth Doctor and Tegan mentioning Adric. It hit me with a fucking sack of bricks. We got to see Graham again. I didn't forget about that. We got to see cameos from Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, the guy that plays the Inchestion, Melanie, Joe Grant, not to mention Tegan and Ace, and Graham, and fucking Kate Levery Stewart. Kate just shows up every now and again, but like, it's funny that Kate stepped into the TARDIS, and I think it was literally the first time she ever stepped into the TARDIS. I didn't think about that, but when the Doctor was like, come on, Kate had this moment of like, at that moment I was like, has she ever went into the TARDIS? I guess she didn't, because then she was inside and she was like, how is it bigger inside? It's like, oh my god, it's so funny that Kate is the one that's saying that, and I know she knows, but like she's having this moment of wonder that everybody gets when they get inside, and I guess this is the first time. I don't remember she ever went inside, but I don't think she did. So there was a couple callbacks, like the Doctor is wearing the goggles that she wore in the first episode when she was making the Sonic. We got to see the Dr. Ruth for a second. It was just a hologram. It wasn't really her, but she showed up just as a cameo. Dude, there's so many cameos in this fucking episode. Like, this felt like an A-plot that was like whatever, but the A-plot was really just a conduit for them to just make you feel things, and that's fine. That's fine, honestly, because like a genuine criticism that I would give to this era of the show, and it's a really criticism if it's just like what they were intended to do, because I feel like this might be just their intention, is that I feel like they focus a lot in the A-plot with like literally every episode. But like the thing is that you have to make me care about everything that's going on with every character and maybe some overarching plots. Series 12 kind of started doing that, and it was good. And then the Timeless Child thing kind of threw me off. But I remember I watched Fugitive of the Judoon, and I remember that episode hit me like a lot. I was like, fuck, that episode was good, man. And it's still probably one of my highlights of the entire era. Like, when I watched that episode for the first time, it was just so many things happening at once. I was like, what the fuck? But like, for example, Flux, you feel like Flux didn't really get anything that grabbed me too much, because like the whole Timeless Child thing was something that I was like, whatever. Like, it sounds a little bit like I don't care too much about it, you know? Like, I'm not gonna complain about the lore implications or whatever. I'm just like, I didn't feel much watching it, and you had a big focus on the Flux A-plot, so I was like, again, don't care much about it. But this episode gets it. This episode got it. This episode was, we had an A-plot with the Master and the Cybermen and the Daleks and the volcanoes and like whatever. Like there's things happening around the world and it's all a problem and we gotta fix it. Sure, whatever. Most of the episode was spent just making you feel things by throwing in all these cameos, all these references, and all these emotions, and all these characters interacting, just running around, and it felt really cool. And that's the other thing, is that the solution to the problem this episode, the Doctor was technically kind of leading the group, but not really. The Doctor was kind of absent for like most of it, really, because like something I realized right there at the end when she went back to her body is that she was like, what happened? And I'm like, that's right, she wasn't here. That was just a hologram. The hologram isn't even the Doctor, it's just an AI. Like, the AI is just instructing people, like, this is more or less what you should do. It's just operating as, like, a helper on a computer. And then, like, Yaz and Vinder and fucking Ace and Tegan and Kate, like, they were all doing stuff on their own, and they're all fixing everything. And the Doctor just like helps just as a suggestion, just like, oh, this is what you should do. When for example Tegan saves Kate, the Doctor just shows up and says like, you need to do that thing, you need to pull that plug or whatever, and Tegan is the one that does it, right? Yes, it's the one that pretty much did everything this episode. The Doctor took a backseat, and I like that at the end they go like, you're missing one thing that the Doctor does have, which is friends. She's spent her entire just life making friends. It's just something she can't help herself with. And so here we are, all of us, and we're going to help her out. And I have to say, like, for some people, I can imagine you're watching this episode, and the moment where everyone is in the TARDIS and they're all operating it together, it very much feels like they're trying to recreate Journey's End, the finale for Series 4, with David Tennant and literally every person from the Russell T Davies era. It's just a great send-off for the Russell T Davies era. It's such a good episode, good story. It's fantastic. I can imagine some people are looking at this and they're like, oh, this is like a cheap knockoff of that. And it's like, I don't care. It's cool. Like, I still like it. Like it feels like they're just doing it again. And I don't care. It's good. Right? Like, that's just my answer to you. Like, I don't care. I enjoyed it. So, man, fuck my life, dude. Have I been talking for like 50 minutes about this? I just like geeking out over here. Like, I felt like it was like 10 minutes, but I guess it's just going overtime. I can't fucking believe they fucking threw David Tennant. Okay, no, let's do some analysis, okay? This is something I should do. As the person that I am on my channel, I often look at things and I try to analyze them and think about why. David Tennant is wearing different clothes. Why is that? Like, that's not a David Tennant outfit that I know of. What outfit was he wearing during like fucking Rose? Fucking God, remember the John Smith character? Well, I guess John Smith ceased to exist. Like the one when he became human. Yeah, no, that ceased to exist. I don't know, the Meta Crisis Doctor? The one that's trapped in the Rose universe? And then maybe we can get Real Piper in here. Like, maybe, like, I don't fucking, like, because the fact that he changed clothes, like Jodie changed clothes into whatever the fuck David Tennant is wearing here, that's very specific. That's deliberate. So I'm thinking, like, why? There has to be a reason. There's a mystery here that we can solve. Maybe it's bullshit. Maybe we can't solve it, but there's food for thought. We can theorize. I guess what I'm gonna leave you all with, and I'm not sure if there's more I can talk about this episode. I mean, the Rasputin thing, volcanoes, Daleks, and there was a Dalek that was actually a traitor. That's interesting. And it immediately died, and we're just not going to talk about that, I guess. So, I don't know if that's a thing that could ever come back, but there was a Dalek that was a traitor. And I like the Dalek's, like, rationalization, too. Because the Dalek was, like, the Dalek race was created in order to, like, preserve the original species. I don't remember the name of them, but the way Daleks were originally created was, in Genesis of the Daleks, which I watch on my channel, there were two factions, two races at war in the original planet of Skaro, and the Daleks were created in order to preserve one of the races, and then they all turn into Daleks, and that's where they all began. So I like that this Dalek has this rationalization of, we were originally created to preserve that species. That species doesn't exist anymore. We all mutated into what we are today. So by that logical assumption, we failed in our core mission, so we should all just go. And it's like, I can't argue with that logic. That's good. Like, the Dalek thought about the ship of Theseus and determined that the ship of Theseus is no longer the ship of Theseus. Therefore, we should blow that fucker up. You know what? That's fine. I like that. That's something I enjoyed. I said this before. Sacha the One, such a great actor. Like, he's, I mean, the Master's not going to go away, right? The Master's going to show up again. So Sacha the One is probably not going to show up again, because I'm guessing we're going to get a new one. Because right here at the end, the Doctor has this moment of like your body's failing you for what you did. And then and then the Master is like, well, I'm not going to go alone. So fuck you. And there we go. That was a good climactic ending. Just like both rivals just take each other out. It's good. I suppose the Master took himself out. Oh, also the Master got the fucking the Cyberman, the half-face Cyberman. I forgot his name. Ashad? Okay, something like that. The one that we went and met Mary Shelley with. That one. He got him back. Like that's good. This episode really just feels like a good send-off to everything. I enjoyed it a lot. It feels like a lot of send-off, a lot of classic references, a lot of just good shit, man. I can't believe they just brought in David Tennant like that. I can't believe. Okay, I'm just gonna go. People in the comments, let me know what are your theories, what are your thoughts about what's going to happen in the next year. I'm guessing we're just going to go right into a 6-year anniversary, and we're going to be following David Tennant and some other wacky shenanigans. And then at the end, we're going to get the next Doctor, and maybe he can come in and save the day like Peter Capaldi did in the No Sir, 13 with the eyebrows. Just, that's good shit. We're probably going to get something like that. I'm excited. But until then, that's it for Doctor Who. We're going to meet each other again next year. So thank you so much for being here for this video. See you next year. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this reaction episode to Doctor Who. If you would like to watch the next one, then wait a year. But make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on it. Check out the link to the stream below to find my Patreon, my social media, Twitch stream, all sorts of cool stuff that I do. I'll see you guys next time. Take care everybody. Bye bye.